Hello everybody, Ben Rogers here, the Raptors Digest, reacting to the Toronto Raptors 117-98 bully session of the Oklahoma City Thunder, Ryker. This was a fun game to watch because the Toronto Raptors have been in so many close ones as of late. Obviously the Hornets won, we kind of extended the lead a little bit, but Ryker, from start to finish, the Raptors were squashing the Thunder. Pascal Siakam put on a masterclass of how to just dominate a team. Freddie VanVleet was splashing threes left, right, and center. How are you feeling about this game here tonight, Ryker, on the eve of the NBA trade deadline?
Well, that's the key of it all. You have Woj pulled up. We're ready for some blockbuster trades for the Raptors because there's already been blockbuster trades of ex-Toronto Raptors and players and teams that we were scoping. But Ben, we'll get into that. You've posted some great breakdown videos of the trade rumors. Tonight's game, it was interesting. I was excited to watch Josh Giddey, because I see some memes of him like waiting around after games, picking up girls and stuff. I was wondering how he actually played. And then two, Pokashevsky. I remember he was a bit of a highlight last season at the end of their tanking season. So excited to see that. And then three, Ben, to watch how the Raptors would perform against a really bottom tier team. Remember, we lost to the optimized tanking Thunder last year. Thankfully, that wasn't the case this year. When we were trying to win, we do win.
Well, did we lose on December 8th, the last time we played them?
Well, I don't remember the dates.
They pulled up the date. I got every Raptors game date
December
locked
8th.
in my brain. But apparently the Thunder had a crazy quarter. That's been blocked out of my mind. I'm not sure what's happening. Ryker, people are saying in the chat, Ray saying Ryker Flynn reporting from the bathroom once again. Paul
No. The bathroom is right here. This is one step outside the bathroom.
So people are coming and going behind Ryker. You know what's happening. But, folks, people are coming and going. You're allowed to sort of move around. Before we dive into this game, get really into the nitty-gritty, because there's a lot to talk about, we got to remind everyone that pickup basketball is back. And we've been fortunate enough to partner with Javelin Sports. Right? They got the animation going. You kind of sully when the graphics gone. But
say it again when the animation is off.
Yeah. Well, Ryker, we're partnered with Javelin Sports. You can check out the application, the link in the description, as well as in the pinned comment of this video if you're watching it later. Then you can go download the application directly from their site. They're an application founded by two guys, Canadian, right? They're trying to get people back playing sports, right? Coming back from whether you're
making friends,
getting into the groove of things, whether you're on teams, trying to find people, right? Trying to join a Raptors Digest live pickup game, which we had our first one, Ryker. Our first one a couple nights ago down there at the Battle Center, or might have been last night. The days have been blurry with the trade deadlines going ahead, but I think we're having our next one on Friday. Ryker, when you're back in Ontario, there'll be more and more of those cooking, but lots of cool stuff with the application. There's a lot of gyms to be booked in all the surrounding Ontario area, and you get $10 off your first booking, which is essentially free basketball. So definitely check it out. Ryker, are you juiced to be playing with the fans right now? Playing with the Raptors Digest community when you get back to Ontario?
Hip hip hooray, Ben. Absolutely. I'm excited. After a week of snowboarding and torturing my legs, there's nothing I can hope to do more than play some basketball. That isn't even a joke. I have so many shoes that are begging to be used that are they're collecting dust in the rack. So we're back. We're playing ball again. It's great. The Raptors, they're back. They're winning again. Stretching out the win streak. 7 games now, is it? 6, 7. Something. I don't remember the last time I had to hold up the L at the beginning of a game. And Ben, the beginning of this game, Pascal Siakam, 15 points, dominated, our true number one option finally. He's been playing his heart out. This is a game you'd expect him to perform well, and he did. What'd you like from him tonight?
Spicy P. We got the flames going on the screen, Ryker, in honor of Spicy P, because he as I said at the beginning of this one, he put on a masterclass on just how to bully an opposing team that doesn't have any, either too small, too lanky, too slow for Pascal Siakam. Whatever they threw at him, he just completely dominated. 27 points in this game, 16 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, a block, and probably
76% from the field.
That's what I'm saying. The top stat from this one has to be the field goal percentage. 13 of 17. right? Obviously, the Thunder, they're a squad that doesn't have the greatest defenders, at least in terms of the big man positions. Pokachevsky, all of these guys, they can't keep up with Pascal Siakam, but it's nice to see him come out and just completely dominate a game, right? Because we've had some tough matchups, obviously facing the Bams of the world, the Clint Capellas. The Bridges have even been a tough matchup in our last couple games against Charlotte. So to see Pascal Siakam playing at this level now, just completely tear it up, it's a sight to behold. Gotta get the balloons rocking for Pascal in this game. Was this his best game of the season?
No, we're not going to get... No best game of the season to just a dud team. The best games are when you perform against the top teams, Ben. There's been some really good performances.
I threw it in the title.
Oh, gosh. Oh, listen, injuries, health and safety, all of that stuff. Of course, there's other reasons to look at, but I think we can both say last year was definitely a tanking year because we lost against the historic losing most Houston Rockets team and thought that's surely not possible for the Raptors. But clearly they were tanking because now there was no concern, no troubles. It was smooth sailing in this one. Pascal Siakam played great. Everybody played great. Next guy I want to talk about before I forget, because I've been trying to memorize this since I saw it. Very first possession of the first quarter. OG was the mismatch. Giddey was guarding him. They just feed it to him in the post, bully ball. And I've noticed that OG is becoming not just our 3-and-D guy, but when Siakam's the number one option, Fred's the number two options, OG is like usually the third or the fourth, depending on Gary Trent Jr., how hot he is on a given night. So obviously he's not creating as much, but I've realized he's 3-and-D and post domination. They'll literally put him against any smaller guy and just get him to throw his body in there.
Yep.
I like it. I didn't realize it until tonight that like we use him a ton in the post.
Yeah. Well, he's always kind of fallen on the floor, I feel like, because he's thrown his weight around this season. He's got a lot of strength up there, and you know if you watch it, if you look out for it, right, he's just falling all over the place going in there, and it's obviously it's unfortunate when he's on the ground and loses it occasionally, but it shows how much power he's putting into his drives, and once he gets his body a little bit under more control, that's going to be elite for OG Anunoby, because as you said, he was really doing his work down low. And we have a super chat from Marcel Martin. Marcel, shout out Marcel, was killing it on the live watch along today with Joshy Ice, saying Ghost Pepper P cannot be stopped, and that is big factuals. Marcel, the legend, the moderator, coming out. We got a lot of people pulling up to this chat, talking bully ball, everything. Man, this is huge. OG Anunoby, he's the perfect player, Ryker. He's the perfect guy. Obviously, we raved about Pascal because some nights, right, he's not going to force himself onto the game. Pascal's balling out. Fred VanVleet's balling out. Our star boy, as you mentioned, Ryker, if he's balling out, OG's not going to be there saying, give me 20 shots. I need that to play. No. He gets his buckets within the flow of the offense. He can create in the isolation. He can literally do whatever you need him to do out there on the court, and it's a perfect glue guy on a winning team.
There's a reason that you and I have been screaming that OG is untouchable for seasons now. Every time a trade comes up and somebody suggests that OG could be involved to get it done, no. That's it. He is the perfect complementary player. Never going to be a number one option on any team, but he is always going to be a guy that elevates the ceiling of a team. But Ben, this entire team is looking, you say jokingly that we look like a championship team. We're definitely going to win the chip again this year, but this genuinely looks like a team that is unstoppable when you have all of our starters, super high efficiency, playing amazing defense. The defense has been unlocked now because our team is so massive and their IQ is coming together. Like our starters, they're logging heavy minutes, Ben, but I like that Nick Nurse, even in a dud game like this against a very bad OKC team, we still played the starters. We still played them until like 2 minutes left in the fourth. The mentality is win right now.
Yeah, no, that's something I do want to discuss, Nick Nurse's minutes, but I like that we're going hard. I like that we're rocking out with this squad. And as you said, our top 5, top 6 guys looks like a core of a team that can make a deep playoff run. That is completely legitimate. Obviously, we'll have to see. Pascal Siakam has been electrifying, but it's the superstar tier players that win you chips, right? So if Siakam is on that level, right, he's back into you and I's belief that he's an all-NBA caliber guy. That's something I'm pushing for them this season. Who cares about all-stars? We care about all-NBA sort of standings, and he's playing at that level right now. Will he be able to sort of put the team on the back like Kawhi Leonard did, sort of? Obviously Kawhi had a bunch of help, but down the stretch, get you a bucket. That's going to be the big test for Pascal Siakam, but he's definitely looking like a clear, very viable number one option on this team right now. But, we're talking stars, number one guys. I think it's time to get a little drum roll going, because I saw a bunch of people predicting the Scottie Barnes Award at the start of this one, and people think they always get it right. They think it's rigged, Ryker, but tonight, going to some solidified criteria tonight. We said it before the game. It's going to the guy with the highest plus-minus on the court for the Toronto Raptors, and that's Scottie Barnes himself. 17 points, I don't know what stat that is, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Yeah, 4 rebounds, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 of 9 from the field, knocking down threes. He was another guy that was getting into the paint. He gets to his spots, Ryker, and I know people flame Precious's touch and all that sort of stuff, but Scottie Barnes has got the touch at a young age around their.
He's got the touch. He's got the touch, Ben. He's got the touch, and he looks massive out there. And I was clamoring at how big this guy looks against OKC. I get that OKC doesn't have really any rim protectors, and they're not a great team, but Scottie Barnes looked gigantic out there on the court tonight. And it's crazy. He's bigger than Derek Favors, and Derek Favors has been like power forward, center, is undersized center, but power forward his whole career. So I love this man. Scottie is the GOAT.
Yeah, Scottie's the GOAT. And you brought up Josh Giddey early in this one, and we saw some rookies. I also want to mention it because people are talking about the hoodie. Before I forget it. But we're doing another raffle, another tonight for the giveaway for the hoodie. So if you got to subscribe to the channel if you want in. We're doing the giveaway in the final alarm in this video. I should announce it early. So if you're in this chat and you're not subscribed, definitely hit that subscribe button if you want a chance of winning this hoodie. Got the code running later, but I'm just reading the chat. I'm seeing what people are saying. That reminded me, but people are saying the Scottie Barnes Award is rigged, but he balled out. He's doing his thing, and he played against another star rookie in Josh Giddey, who impressed me tonight, Ryker. He impressed me, but the size, the defense, I thought Scottie Barnes did a phenomenal job just moving his feet, taking shots to the chest, whether it be Dort bullying his way, plowing his way there. You see the difference between Giddey and Scottie in terms of, I guess Giddey's not really in the rookie of the year race, but you see the differences in the two players, even though they're both tremendous.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And Josh Giddey is going to be a playmaker. Hopefully, I mean, they're only a year apart, but hopefully a LaMelo Ball type player is who the OKC would hope for this guy to become. Whereas Scottie Barnes, we want him to be the next OG and potentially better. Who knows? Yep. Ben, quick rundown through the stat sheet, swinging into the segments, because I know we got a lot to talk about in the final alarm here with trade deadline looming tomorrow. We want to get all of the theories and speculation into the chat. So
okay, well let's get a shout out to Freddie VanVleet, 21 points, 6 of 14 from the field, balling out. Gary Trent Jr. Starboy. I'm trying to play this as animation as much as I can because I love it. But 16 points plus 20 for the game. 2 of 5 from the three-point line. Hits some deep ones in this one. Chris Boucher, some nice blocks. Precious, the propaganda is going. He had some wild plays in this one. I'm going to get the propaganda rolling on this. Yuta Watanabe hitting deep mid-range floaters, Ryker, down in garbage time in this game. You
deep
love
mid-range
to
floaters.
See it. And we have a super chat before we swing it into the segments from Marcel Martin, the legend, saying, I still find it crazy how Dragic didn't want to play once we started winning. That's true. That is very true. Do you think?
Yeah, you remember at the beginning of the season, we said we actually like to have Dragic around because if we're a playoff team, he could be a good scorer off the bench, and that is technically what we need off the bench. But he missed his opportunity, and there's no redemption story that's going to happen here.
Yep. No, it's going to be interesting. You don't think if we don't trade him, we're going to say, oh, Goran Dragic just decided to come back to the team?
Nope.
Yeah, it's he doesn't play defense. He doesn't really do his stuff. So Doesn't really fit. And Styles is saying I got the Josh Giddey hair. The hair is kind of wilding right now. Like old Mr. Giddey. But, Riker, I think it's time. Channel members, get the spicy peppers going down there in the chat, because tonight, the spicy play of the day. There's a few one it could go to, Riker, in this one. But one of the plays, it might be a little bit underrated, but OG Anunoby had a Dr. J-esque post-up on, I think, Pokachevsky. Had the footwork, jumped from the other side of the key, hit a reverse layup. Do you see that one go in in this game?
I did. It was post-up. He was stationary, off 2 feet, but still worthy of, it goes back to what I was saying. He's playing a lot in the post, right? Way more post usage than I had actually realized. And if he's got a ton of moves in his bag, get at it.
Ooh, and we do have a big super chat here from Nathan Meeson. Exciting time to be a fan of this team. A floor spacer big and a reliable scorer off the bench. Nathan, it's big time. It's big time. That would be a huge acquisition for this squad. We're going to be diving into a bunch of just trade talk, a bunch of banter in this final alarm. But shout out for the big super chat. We greatly appreciate. We appreciate everyone in the chats, but the super chats, they help the Wi-Fi. They help fund the Wi-Fi fund and all that sort of stuff. So shout out Nathan. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I don't know if a trade happened. I see the chat popping off with some trades going on there, but I don't know if we actually got a floor spacing big and a reliable score off the bench. But if we can get that would be very, very cool. But Riker, not all plays can be the spicy play of the day, and some just make you say, "Oh, geez." And tonight, there was a bunch of OG's plays in this one, and I don't know. Actually, did I cut you off for a spicy P? I did read the super chat. Do you have one in mind?
No, go ahead. I'm
Okay.
checking to see if there's trades, but I highly doubt it.
Get that trade look going. But I already played the propaganda on this one. But Precious Achiuwa, man, that guy loves to catch the ball on the wings, especially when he gets an offensive rebound, dribble it out. Doesn't really kick it out to any three-point shooters. OG Anunoby could be completely open. Fred could be completely open. There's one possession where Precious Achiuwa got the board, dribbled it out. OG was completely open on a handoff, right? The defender stuck to Precious, decided to go ISO, and then just hucked up a shot in the paint. Precious is going to be... He's going to be elite once he's able to sort of finish around the rim consistently. His handle's nice, and he's unstoppable with that size if you got someone in front of him that's not 7 foot and 300 pounds. But right now, the decision-making could definitely be elevated for Precious at times.
Potential? IQ? The IQ isn't high right now, but Ben, there was no trades, as we thought. No Woj bombs, nothing circulating on popular Raptors Twitter or anything like that right now. So Ben, Golden Kazoo, and then we'll break down all the trade speculation. Or actually do the giveaway and then break down the trade speculation.
True. And we do have another big super chat from Nathan Myson. Like bison?
Doubling down.
Like bison or I say bison like, how do you say like bison or bison? You're in Calgary right now. There's bison out there, right? Can you read the chat? Are you seeing this?
No. I'm just on my iPad.
But it's Nathan. I've been saying Meeson. It's like bison or my son. I apologize. I got the East Coast accent going, but I haven't been converted to the mainland. And we have a super sticker from Tom Duke, but I apologize for the name pronunciations there. But we appreciate all the stuff. Nathan going for the Scottie B award. Definitely getting the Scottie B award in this one tonight. But Riker, you said it. Let's swing it into that Golden Kazoo. Golden Kazoo first one to me because I'm messing up. But the infamous, the one, the only Golden Kazoo. You got one to sound off on?
Well, it sounded like you wanted to criticize Nick Nurse's minutes at the beginning of this game, so floor is yours.
Riker, what are we doing? Up 20 with 6 minutes to go.
Winning, Ben. Winning.
Fred VanVleet and Starboy Gary Trent Jr. Why would we do that? Delano was playing low. We ended up giving Pascal Siakam 40 minutes in a blowout W against the Oklahoma City Thunder. What are we doing that for?
Seven wins in a row, Ben. We're not compromising our win streak right now. We're gonna get firmly out of the play-in picture and just go straight to the playoffs. That's it. Win now, man. Championship now, baby.
But against these teams, let the rookies run, especially if we're not going to make any trades. Figure something out off the bench. But we have another. The super chats are coming in hot and heavy.
People want the Wi-Fi to improve, clearly, Ben.
Time to improve. But Marcel Martin with a $20 super chat. Yeah, you don't see the super chat, so I apologize.
No.
Usually we're in sync with these. But fun fact, this season, Pascal Siakam and Fred VanVleet are two of the most frequently doubled players in the NBA. They also both have top 5 for their team in points per possession when they are doubled. You know, they're drawing the people in. Obviously, Pascal especially is upped his game as a playmaker. This is our two main guys. They're both all-star level guys. When Gary Trent Jr. is hot, he's on that tier as well. OG Anunoby's the perfect glue pair. Scottie Barnes is the multi-time Scottie Barnes Award winner. Our top 5 is lethal, Ryker.
It absolutely is, Ben. Steady. He can handle the ball. This is a 6-foot guard, and he finds a way to not pick up his dribble, always get good passes off. His turnovers is extremely low. Don't want to jinx him, but he's been playing really great this season as well. Obviously, evidenced by first All-Star appearance. Ben, final alarm.
You're ready to sound off on the
trade news and a giveaway to do. So whichever you would like to start.
That's true. Let's get the final alarm going. Subscribe if you haven't. You want the stuff going. And we do have a super chat or super sticker. Shout out Tom Duke and Jen from Genpro coming in with the super stickers. Love it. Graciously appreciate it. We love you all. Throw up the hearts, Ryker. Throw up the hearts for the community. Oh, you got the microphone there. Hopefully that doesn't sound weird. But let's get that final alarm going. Woo 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 woo. Beep, 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 beep. That's right. The final alarm has sounded. And I've seen a bunch of people bring up Jusuf Nurkic in the chat right now. I've seen a lot of people bring him up. We're doing the giveaway. So us creeping Woj and the boys. Okay, no Woj tweets. No Woj tweets. Let us know what's happening on Nurk. Marcel Martin's been talking about Nurk in this chat. Let's see what's happening. Let us know. But subscribe if you haven't, because we're giving away this hoodie, and we're hoping someone in the chat claims it. Jake Lamette Johnson was obviously the first guy that claimed our giveaway, right? Our Scottie Barnes Award, and we haven't had someone claim the hoodie. So that's something that is that's happening there. But Ryker, you spot anything before we do this giveaway? Because if a trade has happened, then we have to.
No, I'm on Shams. I'm on Woj. Got everyone up. Nothing.
Okay. People are saying he was just traded to the Raptors. Scooby-Doo. Nurk is almost finalized. To who? To where? To us? For what? Let us know. Let us know.
What is your source?
What are the sources? What is happening, right? Because we wanna get excited on that. But Nurk and Winslow? Is this what's happening? Okay.
Stop
whatever.
It.
We gotta do a giveaway. What, do you see something?
No, I want to see it though.
You're exciting us too much. We can't run the podcast. We're too giddy. We're Josh giddy right now for some trades. Give us some trades, Woj. We want to see the Woj bombs. They're trying to give away a hoodie, and we don't know what to do. We don't know what to do. People are people are bringing up the hockey insider, folks. I saw that during the game. What are you people? People are talking like, so there's a tweet from some guy named Hockey Insider that said he's hearing from sources that the Raptors are gonna get Nurkic and Winslow from the Blazers, but definitely not a Woj bomb. Definitely not.
That's an L. That's an L.
but need some minor tweaks needed. Okay, well let's see what happens. I think it would be cool. But, folks, it's time to do some giveaways. Rocking. I accidentally put the Javelin Sports app thing. This is the button. This is what we're going. Ooh, this was the test run. You can plug in that channel ID and see if you almost won. But Ryker, the giveaway is happening. You ready? Let's get that drum roll going. We're getting that rocking. We'll see who gets the hoodie, as you and I have been getting exciting here. I don't know what's happened. We're getting baited for trades. The trade lords are coming. Download the Javelin app if you want a good chance to be this channel ID. If you have your channel ID memorized, you'll be celebrating right now. But I'm plugging it in here. What's your guess of the name, Ryker, of who this is?
I don't know.
You
No
know?
guess.
You're not guessing any names? Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's plugged in. YouTube, this page isn't available right now?
Oh, run it again.
Okay, no. I'm messing it up. Uncle Treya. Uncle Treya, welcome. Congratulations. You have won this hoodie. Uncle Treya. You can see the picture on here. It's a Lil Uzi Vert hoodie picture.
Oh.
It's kind of far away from me, the screen. Congratulations, folks. That's what's happening.
Somebody who likes hoodies. So this will be a nice gift.
No, for sure. And we have a super chat from Bueno Kitty coming in saying, if I win the hoodie, I dedicate it to Flynn's daddy. I think, were you on the pod when I threw out that we should interview Eric Flynn on the podcast?
Yeah.
That would be jokes. But shout out, that's kind of covering your face. I apologize. Oh my goodness. This is a mess. It's a mess. But if you're Uncle Treya,
you have one day.
RaptorsDigest@gmail.com. But Phil B is saying make it eligible for people in the stream if you can do that somehow. Yeah, that's something that I gotta rock out with. People are saying Spencer Dinwiddie. I don't know if that's fake news or true news. But bro,
let's open it up, Ben. What do we want to see tomorrow? Because Spencer Dinwiddie is a guy that Wizards fans are hoping they shop. Roy Hachimura is a guy that's picking up a bit of buzz. Obviously, Nurkic, don't know what the heck is going on in Portland over there, so they might be willing to sell everybody on their team except for Anthony Simons and Damian Lillard. The Knicks are now apparently shopping guys like Randall and Fournier, and you said Noel, and then somebody else said, how about we get Noel and D Rose? And then New York Knicks fans said, no way, that would suck. And then we said, well, how about we take your Kemba Walker contract off of you then instead? And there's just a lot of buzz. Some of it has meat to it, some of it doesn't. Ben, what are we seeing in the chat? Does anybody have any ideas before we just go helter-skelter into some trade talk?
Well, this podcast has kind of been helter-skelter. We've been all over the place. We don't know what to... We're giddy for a trade. We want something to happen. But, yeah, you brought up all the New York Knicks guys. Obviously, lots of stuff broken down in that video. They're sort of fringe reports. Spencer Dinwiddie. I think there was a fake Woj bomb. A fake Woj. Obviously, we have the fake Woj bomb saying that we acquired Spencer Dinwiddie. But, Ryker, if you had to acquire someone... and the final alarm went on long, but we didn't do the as is tradition. Get a little like spike going. Get that rocking in honor of the final alarm. We're getting that going. We're not even at 100 likes, folks. We got 400 people in here. We're not at 100 likes. Let's get that rocking. But if you had to trade for one type of player, what would it be? A center? A wing? What are you looking for?
Wing score.
Wing score?
Yeah. I've been pleased with our ability to grab rebounds, particularly offensive rebounds, and play good team rotation defense. A lot of the guys that are floating around out there, Nurkic, Turner, Pirtle, not guys that can stretch the floor, probably not guys that are going to close games for you, guys that are going to be serviceable for very particular matchups. But I think somebody that's a wing scorer can take a little bit of pressure off Fred, spread the minutes out a little bit better. I think that would go farther for the Raptors, especially during the regular season. Yeah. That's my take.
No, completely agree. We have Precious, we have Birch, we have Boucher, all can handle the load up there in the front court. All good. And we have a super chat from Wade coming in. Would you rather get the Sixers or the Cavaliers in the first round? Right here? We were chatting about this.
We were talking about it right before the podcast started. If they make that James Harden trade, the Sixers would be tough. If we played the Cleveland Cavaliers right now, Ben and I think that we would sweep them, if not gentlemen sweep them.
Yeah, we're confident. Ryker and I, we're feeling this team right now. Obviously, we're on a little win streak. We get that stuff rocking. And Ryker, there's been a bomb in the chat. Not a Woj bomb. Even better. A blunt bomb Paul Blunt himself coming in saying Justin Bieber and 3 Tim Biebs for Dragic. Justin Bieber's kind of nice in those celebrity games. Probably could provide more than Dragic off the bench. Can he play defense?
Listen, anything back. Like we said, we were talking about this before the podcast started as well. It's only money out of Rogers and Bell's pockets. I think they're the ones that own MLSE if we end up buying out Dragic's contract. But I just don't want to see it happen for the precedent, for the principle, Ben. I don't want to see us bring in this guy, him to trash on the Raptors at the beginning of the season, give him 3 bad games, and then he goes to Miami to practice with them anyways, and then we just give him $17 million for doing nothing. Don't want to see that happen. I'd love to get any amount of value back for him.
No, for sure. And we read Wade's super chat. Wade said we didn't read a super chat. I think we did. And then Marcel Martin coming in, sticking up for Wade. I think we're a little bit behind on the stream right now, but that's what we just ranted on. Would you rather play the Cavs or the Sixers? Yeah, I'm in agreement with you, Ryker. We're rocking out on that one. If the Sixers get Harden though, then what are your thoughts?
That would be tough. But you know what? James Harden, there's always high expectations for him and his team. He's never been there. He's never done that, right? And he needs that second guy. Joel Embiid is playing that MVP style, but throw him in half a season, have them integrate and have the chemistry. I don't know if it would necessarily work, especially when you look at the Raptors as an example. They have all the pieces. Took them a while to get this core lineup working, firing in all cylinders, and takes like 20 games of us playing them all 40 plus minutes per game to finally get that chemistry going. So I think they'd be scary just from the superstar power alone, but there might be hope that they don't, they're not fully integrated yet.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's a big thing. People are calling for another like spike, a Javelin like spike. That's what people are calling for in the chat. You'll love to see it. Download the application. Click on the link.
Javelin.
Click on the link as well. Just check it out. Download the app. It helps us out big time. And obviously like the video, do all that stuff. I heard it's good luck for the Toronto Raptors to acquire a star player. Did you hear that, Ryker?
Oh, I heard it.
Man, you're creeping.
I'm refreshing Woj. I'm refreshing Chan. I think it's too late. I think all the fun is going to happen tomorrow, Ben.
Tomorrow's going to be wild, I think. And Wade's here. He saw the chat. Bless you. Can't miss the super chats. If we do miss them, always call us out. We appreciate every single one, every single comment and all that stuff. The chat's been popping, but we got to get it. James is saying we got to get a score. We rank lowest in bench scoring. That's facts. That's why I want to see Toronto Raptors test out the bench a little bit, right? In games like this, you're playing OKC, you're playing the Rockets tomorrow. Obviously, if you're winning, right, let them run a little bit. See what's going to happen, right? But, Ryker, out of the rumor guys, Danilo Gallinari, 2 years, $20 million per year, about 10 points per game, close to 40% from the three-point line. Would you give up Dragic to send him there and take on his big contract?
Who? Sorry?
Danilo Gallinari.
How many years does he have left?
2 years.
Yeah, I'd maybe still do it. I think Gallinari's still putting up 14 or 16 points per game off the bench for the Hawks. So that's his role now, and he's all right. He's no defender or anything like that, but if we're just purely looking to have him come off the bench, score, hide him among defenders, that might work. I'm reading this really funny article by Michael Grange. I thought that this was an update on some more trade speculation, but he's just saying it's disappointing that the Raptors haven't made a trade yet. And he's made a comment. He says, the Detroit Pistons have 12 wins this season. 2 are against Toronto. The Portland Trail Blazers suck this season, but they 2 of their wins are against Toronto. And then OKC was the optimized tanking, and they beat Toronto last year. He's saying we need more depth. You can't really argue with that, but it's funny when you point it out that way.
No, for sure. And we got a big super chat from Tom Duke, $10. We will be happy if nothing at all happens, but we keep winning. 100%. Yeah. Dragic to lead us to the playoffs. Dragic. We're calling him Dragic back now in the playoffs. Okay, that's a joke. Let's go. We need Javelin emojis. Honestly, that might have to be done. I think if we get to like 600 downloads, that's like the target goal of the campaign. So let's get that rocking. Get the emojis so we can spear a couple of guys.
That was a gun, sir.
A what?
Spears are an underhand.
No, you hold it like this. A javelin. You can
Do you?
do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know my track and field sports. I was pretty nice at track and field back in the day. But Portland, Detroit, yeah, that's jokes. Breaking: Clippers have acquired star Aubrey Graham from the Toronto Raptors. That's tough. Bruce the Sports saying Ben's the man. Let's go. He also said we're the best channel. So earlier in the pod, I forgot to mention it. So we appreciate the love.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
We talked about Gallo. Rashawn Holmes. I saw somewhere saying he was 6'8". I got called out for it in the comments of the last video. I apologize for that. But with Sabonis down there in Sacramento, would you want to bring in Holmes? Bring him to the Raps? No. Why?
Ben, we're getting good performance out of Achua and Boucher. I'm assuming you're either wanting to just trade Dragic and one of our bench guys that aren't playing, or trade Boucher. And I'm saying no to trading Boucher. And then I'm saying if we don't trade Boucher, our 3 bench players are going to be 3 bigs? That doesn't make any sense.
We're going big, Ryker. We're going big. I don't know how switchable Rashawn Holmes is, but you can make it happen. You can make it happen out there. Rashawn Holmes. Harrison Barnes is the guy I'd actually like from the Sacramento Kings. If you're going to finesse Sacramento out of a team, out of a player, Harrison Barnes, the reports have been, and you can check all this out in the previous video, there's reports saying that linked us to Harrison Barnes, saying the Sacramento Kings are desperately trying to get rid of him. And then a report came out after responding it from Mark Spears. I think Dumas reported that. Spears came back and said the Kings don't want future draft compensation or anything. They're going all in for the 10th seed in the Western Conference right now with the trade that they made. They gave up Tyrese Halliburton for it, but I don't know. Do you think Barnes is gettable, or do you think which report do you lean towards?
I think anything is possible when you're talking about the Sacramento Kings as a franchise, because they always tend to make the wrong decision.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. He'd be clean because he's not a guard. He's a small forward scorer. And if we can get a small forward or like a tall shooting guard or small forward scoring off the bench, which is why Gallinari would be cool as well. And we have a guy that's not just like short and can score, a guy that you can probably have defend a little bit as well. So that'd be a clean pickup.
Yeah. What would we do with Barnes? We have 2 Barneses on the team that play similar positions. That'd be confusing for the fans.
Scottie Barnes gets to be the Barnes, so he can have in the back of his jersey the Barnes or Barnes #1, and Harrison Barnes has to be H. Barnes on the back of his jersey. He doesn't get the full name. Doesn't matter if he's more tenured.
We have Barnes and then H. Barnes.
Yes. Absolutely.
That would be tough. That would be unfortunate. But 7 dubs in a row. Barnes Rookie of the Year. Barnes is back to second in Rookie of the Year. He overtook Cade again. Riker, another 17-point performance tonight. Can he catch Mobley? If the Raptors catch Mobley in the or the Cavs in the standings, I think Scottie Barnes got to get the Rookie of the Year.
I don't know if we have any more games against the Cavs this season, but I hope we do. Now that both teams are rolling, there's more stakes on the line. We've played them once already. Thought Scottie had the better game, but Mobley also had a good game. Be nice to play them again and just have them go at it head to head.
Yeah. No, we got cheesed with a couple of the Cavs games. Obviously, we had that one where Champagne's tipping almost got us the W down the stretch. That one was crazy, but I guess that wasn't a cheese. But the second one,
Mobley was injured in that one, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so. And then we literally ran a starting lineup of a bunch of G Leaguers and randos in the second game we played against the Cavs. So it'd be nice to have another battle. Honestly, a playoff series between the Raptors and the Cavs would be pretty exciting. You and I would be very confident, but they're a good team. This is not to disparage the Cleveland Cavaliers, but we got championship vets on the squad, even if they have Kevin Love. But it's tough. It's tough. But Marlon Toby is saying, what about Montrezl Harrell? Obviously, Bradley Beal, or not obviously, if you haven't seen the report, it's not obvious, but he's out for the rest of the season with wrist surgery, so the Wizards might be willing to part with some of the role players. I've seen Dinwiddie brought up in the chat a bunch. Harrell's there. I love Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. I think he'd be a really nice piece off the bench. Anyone on the Wizards you wouldn't mind plucking?
Yeah, basically anybody on the Wizards, I wouldn't mind taking a stab at. Ben, I think that they have a bunch of guys that could be nice complementary bench pieces, whether you're talking Dinwiddie side or Harrell or Hachimura. These are all guys that their role at some point in their career, if not right now, has been coming off the bench and providing either a jolt of energy or some scoring. So they would all be nice to have on the team.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. Yeah, people are talking about the Cavs. Harrell is just an angry Precious. Yes, but he's a good finisher around the rim. Precious will be much more skilled and all that sort of stuff. Kaiser Fonz is saying that we play March 6th versus the Cavs, so that should be a fun one. But two more games against the Cavs. Okay, I like it. Cavs should trade for LeBron. But I'm seeing a bunch of, I think in their fake news, because usually we trust it when we see a bunch of it brought up, because not just one person's catching the reports, but apparently we traded for Marcus Smart, Riker. Would you want Smart on this roster?
I've said it before. I'd love to have Smart come off the bench.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. As much as he hates the Celtics, he hates playing against Marcus Smart. He'd be a beast for this team. He fits sort of what the Raptors want to do.
He's a dog, and he can shoot the three, and he can score a little bit, and has a lot of playoff experience. So
it's better against us.
Player.
Splashing threes against our team. You're creeping that, but Riker, if a trade doesn't go down, I wouldn't mind bringing back DJ Wilson, that open roster spot, especially if we cut Dragic. I feel like he'd be a nice guy to sort of, because he played really well when he was with us during the health and safety stuff.
DJ Wilson.
I keep my juice in the
He's not a scorer, though. We wouldn't play him in the playoffs. He's not a scorer.
I don't know. I feel like he'd be a versatile big, because if one of our bigs goes down, and Precious or Boucher off the bench, right, we sort of, Birch, he'd be a guy that I'd sort of trust to fulfill one of those roles, if that makes sense.
I don't think so.
I like, you're hating on DJ Wilson. He was icy for us. He was all-around player, getting defense, 6'10", all that sort of stuff.
Ben, there's a reason that we didn't keep him around on the team. There's a reason that the Bucks were willing to part ways with him. There's a reason he's never got serious minutes in the NBA.
He's killing it in the G League, Riker, for whatever G League team.
Yeah, Banton's killing in the G League.
Yeah, Banton's a superstar, bro. So chill out with the hate on the potential future Raptor. We gotta love our guys. Apparently, we just traded for Stephen Curry from Jadip.
Wow, it sounds legit.
Sounds legit. Turtle T coming in with the super chat saying Marcus can't stop, won't stop flopping. Why? He's trying to get wins.
Listen, we have the charge king, Kyle Lowry, and we loved every charge that he took. If we got in, the charge prince, Marcus Smart, then I would certainly be okay with that. Right? There's nothing like, if you're getting energy from defensive plays for a team that is really energy based with Pascal Siakam and Scottie Barnes and the likes, that's perfect. That'd be a perfect fit. I don't see Boston trading anybody with us, though.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen, but it'd be nice. Him or Robert Williams. Alfred Wong is saying, Nerlens Noel or Mitchell Robinson? You're our Knicks insider on the Raptors Digest.
Yeah, well, if they're trying to shed salary space, and we obviously don't want to pick up Fournier's contract, which you broke down in that because it's way too long, and Boston cut him for a reason, and New York Knicks want to dump him for a reason. We don't want to go that route either. But they have another bad contract. A guy that they actually benched halfway through, very similar to Goran Dragic, but dissimilar. They let him come back into the rotation a little bit. They're disappointed with how it played out. I called him old weak knees at the beginning of the year when we were talking about potential matchups. But if we somehow traded Goran Dragic in a first, old weak knees, that's what I call Kemba Walker. If we somehow traded Dragic in a first for Nerlens Noel and Kemba Walker, I would not be upset about that. 2 guys off the bench, a protector and a scorer, that would be clean. I don't know if it would happen, but if they want to shed a terrible contract for a guy they're not playing, I would do that in a second.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. That'd be cool. I feel like Kemba would be nice with us. I just have that feeling. Come in, get some buckets. Actually, I don't know if he'd get minutes. Someone said Marcus Smart, it was earlier in the chat, but said that Marcus Smart is not the charge prince, it's the charge princess. King of the
night. Get out of here.
You good?
I just ripped the setup down.
Rip the setup. Run it back. Trades are going down. It's getting wild out here. But Fred Soley is saying, would you go for Thomas Bryant? That's another guy on the Knicks. That's or Knicks, Wizards. That could be
Wizards.
Could be gotten. He'd be a big that I think would actually play for us.
Oh, probably.
Yep.
Yeah, probably. Lots of speculation, Ben. I'm assuming we'll probably do some sort of breakdown or, final hour or something like that of the trade deadline tomorrow, like we did last year. We were obviously a little bit shocked last year when the big trade wasn't Kyle Lowry and it was in fact Norman Powell, and look how good that played out for us. So there's lots to be excited for this year again, Ben, but starting to get tired here myself. Let's look to wrap it up.
People mad at you going off on your computer abuse. The rage quit from Ryker.
People were disappointed. New setup, same lotion, guys. Ooh. Same lotion.
People were asking if the lotion was brought up too. That's a different bottle, Ryker. What are you talking about?
This is the travel pack.
Oh, yeah. Fair. I love it, but yeah, it's gonna be a crazy day tomorrow. You might have to go live during the trade deadline. You might have to pop off with it. Actually, will you be able to in Calgary?
Well, I only have my iPad, so we'll see what can happen. What can happen?
I might have to hit up my team lead and just be like, 3 o'clock? I'm done tomorrow, folks. But we'll see what happens there. But, guys, it's going to be crazy. You and I hate going off on nights like this, just like the free agency, just like the trade deadline last year, because we know once we sign off, there will be a trade that happens that we won't be able to just react to. But, not Donald Fagan saying Lavender Care by Jenny Driscoll. Is that your lotion brand, Ryker?
How'd you guys know? Ben, sign us off before it gets off the rails here.
I think it's got to get off the rails. We need an excuse to stay on this chat, see what people are saying. Julius Erving to the Raptors for Dragic. I played against Julius Erving's kid. Played some ones. He was a couple years younger than me. Got the dub. That's all I can say. Easy dub. But whose uncle won the hoodie again tonight? Uncle Treya. He won the hoodie in this one. Just start work early, Ben. Yeah, I have just like the Scottie Barnes Award. Software engineers, we got fluid schedules. As long as we're getting our work done, which I usually do. But I always feel weird hopping off on midday. But get that work. Yeah, well, we gotta get some vids out. But Ben and Ryker for Turner and Pirtle. Ryker, would Turner and Pirtle do a better job at the Raptors Digest than us? I feel like we could take them 2v2 in a pod off.
In a pod off. That's hilarious.
Get the ones. But folks, just in Champagny. Yeah, shout out to Champagny too. 905.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
27 points last game. But some wild trades are gonna happen. It's gonna be a W. It's gonna be huge. Unfortunately, we didn't catch any trades live tonight, but we shall tomorrow. We're gonna hopefully get all the reactions, everything up to date on the channel tomorrow. So subscribe to Raptors Digest. Well, we're doing another giveaway tomorrow night too. And actually, unless Uncle Treya catches it, but if he's not in the live chat, we're 0 for 4 so far. So that is what it is. But you guys are the best to make it this far. Check out the Instagram. The TikTok has been popping, so definitely check us out over there. But the Instagram, TikTok, the Twitter, channel memberships. Seen a couple channel members get the cool stuff. That's what you say. Corn saying software engineer is my side hustle. It's true. The pod's number one. But Ryker, gotta let you sleep. People are saying gotta let you go, rock it out. But do you have any last words on the Toronto Raptors W 7-game win streak tonight?
Yes, I do, Ben. You can learn more about a man in an hour of play than a year of conversation. So make sure you play lots. Shout out Javelin app, Ben. Cheers. Good night.
Super chat did just come in from Wade. We were late on one earlier. It just came in, Ryker. It just came in Flynn and Dragic as we're out giggling at the quotes. But Flynn Dragic and a first for Turner and Hield. We missed one from Tom Duke the last time. We just missed it. So I wanted to give a shout out to Wade. Good trade. Would love for it to happen. You guys are the best. Cheers.